Now, you guys recently did a tour with Finchel and Pagan Fest Europe. How did that turn out?
Like this. We got both bands.
Friendship tattoos.
Yeah, like
very cool.
E for Eluveitie and F for Finchel.
Awesome.
So they got it and we got it.
The tour turned out great with
Yeah. We're good friends with them, and so we're always like really happy when we can tour together. So yeah, also this time it has been a great time.
And you guys are doing a gig with them over in Europe called like the Pagan Alliance or something like that.
Oh.
Just you guys?
Yeah, you heard about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Anna, you're recording with a Finnish band, I read somewhere. Just how'd that happen?
Well, the band's called Status Minor, and how did that happen actually? Their keyboardist asked me, because they were searching for a female vocalist to play like the female part in some kind of circle. I guess it's a kind of a concept album. I don't really know yet, because I don't know all the songs. And he sent me an email, and I looked into it, and I really love doing guest appearances so that I can try out different kind of stuff musically, and especially with singing. So I dug the idea, and now I'm gonna record all the parts when I get back home.
Very cool. So you guys have the Evocation 1 album, which is, you know, just pure Celtic mythology and music. And are you guys still planning with the Evocation 2, or?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
After your metal album, right?
Yeah, I mean, just like 2 months ago or something, we finally decided that we will do another metal album now, and after that we'll most probably start working on Evocation Part 2.
You decided that you were going to use English lyrics this time around.
Yes, how do you know that?
I read all interviews before I did this.
Okay.
What caused that change? Like what?
Well, the main idea of Evocation was like, I mean, I kind of had a concept for both albums. There's not the music for Part 2, but like a concept. The idea is like in Part 1 to really pack a little piece of pure Celtic mythology into music or onto an album, and Part 2 would like be the same thing, but yeah, from another different point of view. Like, and one idea I was once discussing with Patty actually, which personally I think would be a really cool thing to do. We're not sure if we will do that, but I love the idea though. Is that we would take those old, you know, yeah, this old Gaulish mythology, and try to follow it up, like, yeah, what came out of it, like over the last 20 centuries, and like search for myths and stuff like that are actually still that still live today, that are still told today, but that actually are rooted in this old Gaulish mythology, and do stuff like that around it.
Are there bands here today that you're friends with, that you've toured with in the past, you're going to be hanging out with tonight, or?
Well, yeah.
Swashbuckle, yeah.
They've just been in the bus like an hour ago. Yeah, and we had to check out their show. It actually was pretty cool. I've never seen him play though.
Oh no?
But that was fucking cool.
And they dedicated a song to you, and you and Kay were hanging out in the corner. I was just
yeah,
like, oh
it's
shit.
Just like yeah, it was cool. It's an amazing live band, I think.
They're very fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you always had an interest in Celtic mythology and history, or was it something that you got interested just as a hobby?
Well, for me personally, that kind of always had been there. I don't actually even know why or something, but that was like a topic when I was a little boy already, and just kind of grew up with it. I don't know for her, but
I have a lot of interests, and I think it's interesting. It's not my main interest. Like, I'm not as interested as Chrigel is probably, but I got interested through the band. I wasn't that into it before.
So everything remains as it never was. What does that title, what does that mean for the album? Like, how does that reflect the songs and the stories behind the songs?
Yeah, well, lyrically, the album consists of a collection of stories from ancient Gallia, and when we wrote the lyrics, we approached those historical stories like in quite a critical, with with a critical approach. Critical in the sense, for example, of being aware of the fact that historical writings like those from Cicero or Caesar and stuff like that, they were also just written by human beings, which means they're not the absolute truth and they're worth questioning. Stuff like that. So we just not only took the stories like they are told today, but we tried to look a bit more into it and think how it probably could have been back then.
Welcome to the yellow floor, where the wheeling can crumbling Turn up the gap, determination, revealing rock victor, miracles revealed of desperation.
You guys played here a while ago, right? A few years ago, you guys played the Metal Fest here in Worcester?
Yeah, 2 times, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, and how was that? Looking forward to tonight playing and.
Not really, to be honest.
It's actually always been very chaotic because we don't get a sound check, and we just have a changeover of like 15 minutes, and usually the sound is completely fucked up. But you can still have fun under stupid circumstances. So
the crowd is so diverse at these kind of things. There's not many like pagan metal, folk metal fans here. Besides,
yeah, but that's cool.
Yeah, that we like.
You're introducing your music to a whole different crowd.
Yeah, we love that actually. Yeah. That's cool.
Thank you a lot for doing this interview, and do you have anything you want to say to the fans that are watching this?
Just remains to say thank you for the interview, and thanks to all people that are interested in our music.